fallen short. So we're about to find out in this draft if there's any adjustments by Revenant Esports. Looks like Swifty, Zexal, I mean, those are two easy ones. Hoopa and Blissey are just very strong Pokemon with very unique kits that can bring to the table and support to Crowley.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me with the Cramorant.
We bring in the birds, baby. Let's go, Stephen King. Here we go. Crowley locking in Cramorant, ready to do some work. You want to talk about an early engaged Pokemon? Cramorant can do it.
Yeah, Cramorant is a Pokemon to do it. It's good at every point of the match. And you know, this Pokemon is really starting to shine, and I have a soft spot in my heart for Cramorant. I just love to see it. We got the birds on one side, but take a look at this. Ice on the Snorlax, baby.
Let's go. Buddy Barrier, Focus Fan, Experience Share. And that XP, we're going in with this Snorlax. You talk about switching it up a little bit. They're feeding us everything we could ever want. A Snorlax on one side, a Cramorant on the other, and you know those players that are committed to that Pokemon out there watching are excited to see these two teams battle it out with these Pokemon.
Absolutely. Snorlax was such a huge competitive mainstay for so long that it's amazing to see it back in this competitive spotlight once again. And then Cramorant. Oh, my lovely Cramorant. What an incredible bird. This thing is so unbelievably mobile. It has a Unite move that zones enemies out. It's just such an interesting choice here. And I love that both teams are saying, we're changing this up right now. You don't know what we're bringing to the World Championships.
Yep, I agree completely. Omen trying to wait and sandbag that Lillipup, but unfortunately a little bit ahead of KST. KST going to get the better share of that experience, but we're going down to the bottom panel. It's Ice holding it down to the face of Swifty, and they can't be excited to see that as Ice actually chunked pretty hard. They're down to a third HP. They're getting pushed on. Can they convert on that? Not yet.
Not yet. Wow, Snorlax just so incredibly difficult to deal with here. We are in game number 2, Orangutan versus Revenant Esports. Your orange team, Orangutan. Your purple team, Revenant Esports.
Wraith leaving with that odd note on the side of Revenant Esports. They can't be happy about that. That's experience just hemorrhaging the other way early. Look at Ice, just waiting to get into that action with that big body.
Sneaky, sneaky Ice. I mean, it's just a Pokemon that's early on. You can't really do much to it. It has so much health. It's so mean. These big tackles coming in. It looks like they're just making sure that they can see everything going on from Revenant. Here comes the big moves.
Just chonking that belly, Yokozuna style, right in the face of Nova as they have the presence around these beasts. Oh, but Ice is stunned by the Astonished, and that lets Revenant Esports get some majority of that experience. That's huge. And normally, Snorlax's early game secure, very good.
That's right. Not able to make it happen this time. We see KST making it down here to this bottom path, but it looks like the fight is not going to be happening. Just heading back to the center here, making sure they can get enough experience to become Dragonite before our first big objective. We're actually coming back maybe for a fight.
They're rolling down 3-on-2, pushing Revenant Esports back in their goal zone. This is shades of what we saw game 1 when they had the pressure. They're trying to score KST too many points in pocket. It's sitting on 24 and their HP is low. They come back in and catch the prime reset by who else? Airy, the best support we've got going right now. That Hoopa is looking frosty and they are not letting him off the hook easy. Big engage by Wraith on Crowley and they're trying to find his Wraith is caught on the backside, and that might be a KO right in the hands of Revenant Esports.
Look at this here. I don't think they do. Omen was there, but they steal the barrier, and they're trying to make it out. No, they go down, but what a valiant effort. We've got a fight happening right here. Nice reset there for Revenant as Cramorant comes in to pick up a big KO, and points are going to be raining in here in this bottom path goal. Are they going to be breaking this soon? Maybe.
I mean, that was a heck of a counter punch by Revenant. They were able to engage, understood. They reeled back right at the right time, took out the Doublade, and then pushed back in the face of Orangutan, getting it done. KST trying to score in the face of Nova. Nova trying to hold it down. That's a big time stomp, and that's an easy KO as Orangutan is going to get some points of their own. That's a 60 banger in the top path.
Let me tell you, solo on Zarina is unbelievably good. Just being able to outplay their opponent on Revenant Esports there. Now, they also stopped them from evolving early, so they were just able to toy with them on that top path goal.
They got all those Bs, rotate down. They're going to be able to take advantage of Revenant Esports here being a little bit lower on level, but they're pivoting to that Dreadnought. Let's see where they go to the engage. Solo's playing very far forward. They engage the team. That's stomp number 1. That's stomp number 2. Hyper Beam comes through. Zexal's chunked. Solo's chunked as well. They're on the backside. They need some support. Aries just waiting to put the hoop down. Here we go. They're pushing forward. Nobody down for either team except the hoop for Revenant. They're moving forward. Finally evolved into that Aegislash. Big Heavy Slam comes through on Zarina, and everybody is low, but 2 players down for Revenant. Orangutan might get the free ride here on this Dreadnought.
Beautiful play there from Orangutan. You know, Solo just diving into that enemy team. team. I thought Cramorant was known for the dive. I think it might be the Serena here today, jumping in and stomping on everyone as the points rain in. Bottom goal is being broken here, and Orangutan once again looking clean here in game 2.
Nova just trying to hold it down in the face of Solo, who's holding 18. Double Stomp finds its mark, and they're 2 levels ahead again. And it was really hard for Nova to find their footing when they were down on HP, but they pick it up. There's 2-on-1. Aegislash comes through the wide guard. Solo goes back for the engage. That's a stomp. Nova forced on the retreat, but here comes KST with the Hyper Beam. And of course, of the big time ice on the Snorlax, and you want to talk about buying time for your squad on Rotom. There it is.
Wow, what incredible plays here. Once again, I feel like Orangutan is just on fire in this game. Dupsnax, they're in control, and they're pushing towards this top path goal. We almost have a level 10 Serena here. Here comes the sword, just pushing in, using that wide guard to get the enemies out. Big Unite moves coming from 2 members of Orangutan.
Solo's focus is Crowley, and they have not let up this whole time. Look how far back Revenant has to play here as all of Orangutan is smothering this goal zone. That Rotom is hit. Now they're just scrambling to get points. They want to close this thing out. Don't care about the overcap. Of course, Aegislash coming through. That's Wraith. KO streak of 2. Big engage in the middle. They're going to try and find some space here. And Hyper Beam comes through. Dusted. Absolutely dusted. These levels don't even matter anymore.
That was so huge for Revenant. If they were to pick up those KOs there on Talonflame, that would have been so massive. But instead, Orangutan shuts it down. 275 points to 78. The level spiraling out of control. Orangutan is playing like a team possessed. They are here to win the World Championships.
And they are rotating all over this map. They're taking all of the contestable wild Pokemon in the middle. You talk about experience leads, you're finding them. They're finding them by catching the bodies. They're finding them by catching the wild Pokemon. And now they're just sitting here hiding in the tall grass like a wild Pokemon themselves, and they're looking to jump on Revenant Esports.
Here we go. We've got the Hoopa bringing Revenant down here. Both teams with their portals, and it looks like we've got a fight here at Dreadnought.
Swifty's playing far forward. Orangutan's kind of caught out. Unite move finds who else but Omen as the Unite move comes back through. Revenant Esports actually taking this Dreadnought, their first one of the match so far, but they're falling like dominoes as Orangutan says you can have that comeback experience on that Dreadnought. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, they wiped the whole squad.
Yeah, everyone gone there. I mean, a full team KO. Revenant Esports is just behind here, and Orangutan is playing so incredibly well. They didn't get the Dreadnought. Did it matter? They took out every single member of Revenant.
Yeah, it turns out KOing your opposing Pokemon is another way to get
big
experience.
deal. Yeah, pretty big
there's
deal.
a Unite move on KST. They want to convert on this KO. Nova's chasing it down. They need this comeback experience. A Stomp will get it done. Do they close it out? They do. Great experience back the other way. That's how you start if you're Revenant. Nova trying to find another. KO streak of 2 though. Back for Orangutan. That's Wraith level 12. That's huge Pokemon. Swifty's trying to hold it down, but you are getting stomped into dust. Solo taking over.
Solo feels like they can solo this entire team. I mean, they are just playing so incredible, and I'm not surprised to see so much Serena action so far in this tournament. This Pokemon is just brutal right now, especially in the hands of a player like Solo. 92, 291, way ahead on every metric. Orangutan is looking beautiful right here, and they're actually waiting to send this Rotom down. They want to wait as long as possible, so this is moving towards the main base of Revenant Esports while Zapdos is up.
Yeah, look at this. They're so worried about this Rotom and the timing of that and where Revenant Esports is. They're slowly working through those wild Pokemon on their side of the map. Solo going for another solo engage. Of course, on Crowley, they find it. That's a huge stomp into, I mean, just stepping on birds left and right. So by they're flying, that's a big time engage back the other way. Wraith is trying to find it. They do, of course. But that's a KO for the Talonflame at least on Revenant. But KST's looking to knife out Zexal before they reset, but they catch it.
I mean, that was a massive pickup there for Revenant Esports. It might not seem like it, but that Serena was such a high level. That was a really great KO for them, but we still have this Rotom. It's going to be walking towards their main base. They're going to need to deal with this fast. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to fight at Zapdos, and they are trying to rip it to shreds right now.
Airy might be the best Babysitters Club hoop I've ever seen in my life. As soon as that Rotom was sent, the portal was up to bring the whole squad into the bottom path if they wanted to go. And this Dreadnought now is free because Orangutan has been out-rotating Revenant the whole time.
There we go. Orangutan just looking fantastic. Is there anything Revenant can do? Because they need to pull something out right here. And Orangutan just took this Zapdos down in their face a moment ago. So they could do that again. They are not afraid to engage on this team right here. Wraith just looking for the setup. We've got the Dragonite here, and here they go on to Nova.
Trying to go for the back cap action. They get smothered and covered with the Hyper Beam too easy. The Poodle, Hoopa portal is
The
open.
Hoopa portal, let's
Orangutan
go.
coming through, and all those points are raining in. And now Revenant Esports, if they want to path into this game, it's taking Zapdos now and scoring 500 points to put them just barely ahead. But Orangutan scored everything, and they're on their way back. Trying to hold it out as Crowley. They got one on Wraith. They're trying to find their way back as they are waiting for the reset. They do take it. Now they need to score all their points. Do they have enough? That's the question mark. With 2 players down, I don't see it.
I don't see it either, but this is a big moment here for Revenant Esports. They need something to come back from this. They're waiting to put in 100 on this top path. As soon as Hoopa can break the top path in front of them, there we go. More points raining in, and this match has gotten a lot closer, Dubesnacks. I gotta say, I love the play from Orangutan, though. They didn't even secure Zapdos, and they're still ahead.
Yeah, here we go. Now they're trying to defend their lone goal zone, which is the home goal zone, which gives the most HP and most shields you can. So if you want to battle from a spot, if you're Orangutan, it's certainly this one. Revenant Esports, a lot on their plate. Fill those pockets up, make a push.
You know, Orangutan looks like they're deciding to make a push their own, kind of chase down this Blissey right here. This is not good for Revenant Esports right now. They need every Pokemon on the board, and here comes the Aegis/Serena, that massive combo of the sword and the stomp.
That Blissey getting caught out spells bad news for Revenant Esports as Nova's trying to meet up with the rest of the squad, Crowley and Omen, and we're going to see where they push. Straight up the gut, they say, hand me the rock, I'm going down the middle. Nova's trying to find it. They're trying to engage back in. Unite move clears the home base here of 3 players. Is that enough time to score, though, as the rest of Orangutan collapses back on their middle goal zone? Swifty's low, Crowley's low. Aegis/Unite goes the wrong way, and
No, they cannot do it. Oh, they tried so hard to put these points on the goal. They were close, Revenant Esports was, but Orangutan just had it sewed up. They didn't even need that Zapdos, Dubesnacks. They knew that they could win without it. Hey, if they got it, little icing on the cake, right? But they didn't need it. Huge victory. I mean, Orangutan is a team to watch here in this tournament.
I mean, they made it look easy. They certainly made it look easy. KST pointing myself, I got my mask on, but under here I'm saying, let's go. We just won our first match in the Pokemon UNITE World Championship.
Take a look at this here. I mean, the feeling on the stage must be euphoric here for Orangutan. It's one thing to win a match of Pokemon UNITE. Haven't done one myself, but it's one thing to win a match of Pokemon UNITE. But to do it as the first team, 2-0 on the world stage, this is huge.
Yeah, as someone who's also only won one game of Pokemon UNITE, I know what that feeling is, and I can't even imagine what it's like on the stage. Solo, hard carry again. They looked good.
Solo is just incredible on that Serena. I mean, 11 KOs. I know what you're looking at. Go for it. Go for it.
Airy 21 assists. I said they were the babysitters club of this squad, and they're ushering them around. Not only they're giving the support to everybody. Thumbs up for everybody. Good job.
I mean, take a look at this. Are they a support? They're doing 52,000 damage. They're out damaging Talonflame and Serena on Revenant Esports. That's what's happening here with Airy, that Opa. Just incredible. Of course, Wraith putting down insane numbers as well. If you just take a look at the scoreboard right here, Dubesnacks, this is what we were talking about earlier. Orangutan putting so many points in early, they didn't even need the big bird. They don't get it, and they still win.
Yeah, I think the story of this one is the big counterpunch by Orangutan. Revenant Esports got a ton of points in, and then it was almost like the tidal wave collapsed on top of them.